but that one slope. Can you join us Simon Pia but that one will see before we do it.
Oh help Biafra, oh help Biafra. Ah, Shabaka Jere de wo.
Kapia but that one will.
Yeah, Zoo is panicking. They are panicking. I love it. They are panicking. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We are live and we are direct. They are panicking. We are live and we are direct. They are panicking.
Okay, we have in our midst Wanda Obi Biafra, but it's like her network is too bad. And then we have Raf. Raf, you're welcome. Greet Biafras.
Thank you, Umuchineke. Thank you, fellow Biafrans. We are back again. At least those watching from my own station, we are back here again. Thank you, Mazi. Go. Thank you, my own Sonny. Thank you, Biafran Battle Cry. Ada Biafra, I greet you. Fellow Biafrans, we move. Water is the code.
Water.
We know the stop.
I ain't got vam.
Bam, Pastor. Bam, Pastor, how you doing?
I full ground.
Bam, Pastor. I greet you. Obi Biafra, Ada Biafra, you are welcome.
Yes, so water is the code. How are you guys doing?
We did fine, Ada.
We know they carry last.
No.
Now we there here.
Are we there here?
These faces. You see the faces you are seeing like this? You can never get these faces again. This is the face that will give you freedom. Biafra in your hands. Just stay tuned. Don't touch that die. The lion is here. Everybody here, we know the fear face. We know be nationalists. We are Biafrans. Conk, not mixed. Don't mind in the Kurumri. We are here to give you Biafra. We know the shake. No shaking. Stay with us. You must reach your destination. Don't travel with Fulani blood. They will go and buy you on the road. That is my word for you. Let's go there.
But you talk finish, you know even greet Biafran, so.
Hey Biafra. Where are you watching us from?
Water.
Please make sure. Water. Make sure you write water is the code. Make sure you like this video, you encourage, you comment, you're sharing to all these people you are seeing here. This is the people that Sabi Road.
Yes, sir.
Forget the Kurummirinde that have moved to sing for the legislators who are hiding money. You see the monies they were hiding. These people cannot give you. These are the people that you will go and you will reach your destination. Remember, we have 80 days to go. 80. We are moving
down. They are shaking. They
are panicking.
They are panicking. They are panicking. God pass them. God pass them.
Obi,
yes, sir.
How you doing?
I dey fine, Oga Ekpa Sonny.
I salute you.
I dey like I know dey.
Like Dele now.
Oga, I salute you.
Yes, so. No be Dele Momodu.
Mazi Biafra Battle Cry TV, I salute you. There we go. Thank you for your good work. Keep it up.
This our spirit of autopilot the work.
The work.
I want now this northern people I say make I talk about this Sabo wey go put in wey be Nnamdi Kanu go America, go Canada. Now him there. Before you say hello to Nnamdi Kanu, this man now where you see where this will be, where they here where we are Biafra cap. See am. He wear Biafra cap. Now him you must see first. This man, now him go airport to go carry Nnamdi Kanu bag. I know him. No, now him use him mouth to tell me. Now this man now, he call me for phone severally. At least make I no lie, me with am talk for phone about 5 times. When he was convincing me to stop following Simon, this man now,
Hey,
na
Eh?
him use it. No, wetin I dey talk, I no dey lie. Na him use him mouth tell me say na him, if Mazen Nan, na only him dey go, him fit sleep with Mazen Kalo for the same room. He talk to me, talk to me, talk to me to the point he say even if Mazen Kalo dey come,
Mazugo, Mazugo,
yeah,
Mazugo, please
yeah.
highlight this comment from Coastal Region, uh, Coastal Region Liberation Television. I like this comment. I want to say something to him, please.
Where am? Ah,
Scroll down a little.
na this our brother be this o. Where
Now
he dey?
bright
I know
now.
that. Eh?
Coastal Region Liberation
Now bright.
Television.
Now
I
Na
Master
like
bright.
bright
his
be that.
I
comment.
know they see bright again. Where he dey? He don tell why I see am last
I
o.
like his
Not,
comment here. I like his
not be
comment on the
bright, be
screen.
Coastal Region
Na
Liberation.
him me I dey talk. Bright, where you dey now?
Okay, Mazi Bright, please, we don't discard anybody. Eh? We are looking for every way of everybody coming together. So please, you have the numbers of, if you don't have my number, you have RAF, you have 247.
Na
My number,
wetin
you
he
can
write
get my
himself?
number, you can get
No.
my number from 247 or from RAF or from anybody you have. Let us come together.
We
We
know
can
that we
always
know they
have
do segregation for
we
autopilot
know
too.
we
No,
know
no,
the
no,
we
no.
know
But
the we
no,
know
no,
the put
no.
people
Bright,
aside,
bright,
please.
bright. For you to write this thing now,
So this
you
thing where you
offend
even
me.
write self, this thing where you write self is no good. So delete them because we don't expect
Bright,
that you yourself will be the one to write this kind of thing.
bright.
Did you
Delete
call
this
any of us
message.
when we reject
I
your
beg
call,
you,
or did
God.
you ask to have a broadcast with us? We remove you from the platform.
If you
But
want
bright.
use my platform, if you want them for my platform, do program. I go hand them over to you.
No, no, but Bright used to come here. No time Bright come here and ask me for code, password.
Are you sure? Are you sure that is bright?
Now bright
Uh,
with that.
na Bright, na im channel
Okay.
be that. Na Bright. So Bright, you no do well.
Except if na
Bright,
admin.
e go good make you enter unless e no be you. But Bright, e go good make you enter here now. Enter. Look at the link.
Give
Enter
am
here.
link, making use enter. Please, another person should
Because
not
what
come
you
in.
did here, you must
Only
correct it.
only
Unless e
bright
no
now we
be
find
you.
make a comment.
Unless e no be you, Bright. But if you are Bright, you must come inside here now. Because there has never been, I was just saying Bright, e don tey o. I no even know say na wetin e write. Why? Why? I told
Mazugo,
Bright,
as
I
we are
told
waiting for
Bright
bright.
that anytime you want to come here, you are free. Even if you want to invite me, like make I come talk, tell me. I no get time. Oh, my own na to talk. Anywhere you call me, come make we talk here. I go come there join you. Na to talk and make people hear am. Na im be my
Yes,
own.
now.
You know important where e be. I tell Bright that any day you want to come here, the door is open. All you need to do, just tell me. If you want join me ahead, you call me, no problem. If you want come here, if people wey I no even know, they go there here say they wan follow me talk. I go share link, make e remain you wey I know. No, Bright, you no do am well, eh? Here you fail. I no like am. I no like am at all. You no like am.
no, we don't need to for him to gather morale to write this thing. He's not among us again. For me, that's the way I see it. I don't know him, but for him to go there and start commenting like this, no, it's a no for me. It's a red flag. For him to, he can join Idumota people. It's not my problem. If you want to join Nelly them, if you want to join anything, you are welcome in their midst. You didn't call any of them that you have their number, but you come under our program to write this. What impression are you? I beg you. I don't like it. I hate what I like. It might be his commercial. This was the plot he wore yesterday.
I make me believe say no be him be that.
Obi,
Huh?
if you even want to send your enemy to the worst place, will you send them to go to Idumota?
I don't know now. Make them go fight for the way them they fight. I don't go stop them now.
You wicked though.
Obi, you wicked, Obi. See where you the same person. You go even better make you send the person to one Nigeria. And to say I'm going to do matter. You do matter people when
Hey.
we say they don't
It
even
don't matter.
understand
It
now.
don't matter self better pass one Nigeria. Oh. Let me tell you the way I see things. Me, I still
No,
prefer that it
no,
do
it do
matter.
matter what's pass one Nigeria. Oh, now worst place.
And I don't see una brother and see my voice. I've been a doctored tape. I saw one video. He say he was talking, praising Simon.
Hey, Chineke better, yeah, better. No,
Have
Bright, I
mercy
dey
on her.
wait for you. I don't give you link. Make you enter here, come clear yourself, oh, because you fell, you fell up, you fell up. So for on our information, Biafrans, I want show you this thing again. Look, see the visitation. Onyendu is seriously sick today. Make una see am before we move, because you see Aloy Ejimakor today. He went to visit Onyendu with Emmanuel Okano, Nnaemeka Kanu, sorry, Emmanuel Okano, Nnaemeka Ejiofor, and himself Aloy. And three of them went to see Mazen Nnamdi Kalu today. And when they went, look at the situation report. They see the report. Aloy Ejimakor, 4 hours ago, he said, special update. Today, I visited Mazen Nnamdi Kalu in company of Prince Emma Kanu and Barrister Nnaemeka Ejiofor. He instructed me to make it public that he has not been given his drugs for the past 9 days, and he has not eaten today because DSS say that they don't have money to buy his food and his drug. Una hear am? But when the wicked Ejiofor go there come out, he go tell una say, he say make una kill Simon. He say make he carry Simon go court. Na make
Ụmụ
una dey lis
Chineke, ụmụ Chineke,
ụmụ Chineke, ụmụ Chineke. Who dey
under the
call
mango
me?
tree.
Yeah? Yeah?
For 9 good
Yeah,
days,
online.
9 days,
Can you imagine?
9 days. What were they waiting for since 9 days? I don't even trust any of them again, even Aloy Ejimako. Now so my own debut. Now so my own debut. I not trust anybody, even the one who go America. I not trust any of them again.
What is the meaning
9
of
good
this?
days.
What is the meaning of this media information without action? All we can be hearing here is the situation of Onyendu. What are we doing for him to get him out of that place? Nothing. But when people rise up to take an action, they will continue to criticize them, continue to yab them, buy ERAs, 500,000 to be attacking the autopilots. Is it news that we are going to hear here? And somebody came out saying that he is the wife, that he's more stronger than the people living outside. Nonsense. Yeah, somebody who is
And
incarcerated.
then Kulumbiri Dr. Lizard in Canada cannot make call now. He cannot make those calls to call EU, to call the people that kidnap our leader, to talk to them to release that man. The Kulumbiri in Canada from Enugu State can never make the calls now for this kind of news. 9 good days. Do you know what is 9 days?
It is well. Let's
Sad.
go to.
I just posted the link again. Abeg, make una make this link go viral to go and vote to want them to stop the attack on Simon Ekpa. Abeg, it is very, very necessary. This is the link.
I've
Copy
shared
the
it on my
link.
Twitter.
Share it anywhere you can. This is it. In case you don't have it, paste it on your YouTube and pin it there. So let everybody. I pinned it in my YouTube. It's there in the Facebook. Follow the link. Go there straight. Go and do your voting. Go there and do your voting. But Mazi Sonny,
Are they with you?
I still need us to do another one where we say vote yes or no. Because
Okay.
this
For
one you have to fill your name and your address. Many people will not want to fill it.
I think that is the updated version on the website.
This one now.
Yeah, you just need to put your name and then your name
Ah,
and email. See, I haven't when I put it on the screen on the other broadcast we just finished now. I told them you don't need to put even your real name. Eh?
yeah, yeah.
Put any name there. First
Yeah,
name,
put
second name.
anything at all at all.
Then the email address, that one can be correct because maybe they might send email or they may not send. But just you can create many emails, use it to sign the petition. Put email there, click the petition. As far as it is registered, it is done and dusted. All we want is
Mm.
that number to go up so that we can counter the criminal activities of the Indian Sama DOS that initiated that petition. So, like
Some
maybe tomorrow, our broadcast will be tagged Biafrans Great Petition for Mazi Simon Ekpa because I saw what One Nigeria did, the way they advertised it on whether is it TCV or Channels Television. They say Nigerians create petitions against Simon Ekpa. So we are going to make our own on a broadcast. We titled the broadcast Biafrans create petition for or in support of Mazi Simon Ekpa. So anyway, any which way where they won't go, we go follow them. Woto woto.
woto, we know the stop. We must to
No be
give
petition,
them
no be we there for the media. They go collect them now. This is
who
not
want
Nigeria.
pick you. Nobody want see. If you no want create any email at all, I create one. Simon.com.
Welcome to the program today. This is live and direct on Enter Biafra Channel 1, Voice of Biafra FM 97.5 FM in Biafra land. Today we have come again to continue this awareness for the freedom of Biafra. Today we are going to be responding to the Northern group. We have received information from the Northern Fulani terrorist group who have been issuing threats, killing Biafrans, killing us in the south, sponsoring the kidnapping, sponsoring banditry and terrorism in the south. This same Northern group was the same group who offered 100 million naira on the head of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. As we are going to respond to them, we are going to respond to other people as well, including educating our Biafra people for those who are confused of what is going on and how we are going to liberate ourselves in 2023. So you're welcome to this program. And very soon we are going to be going live on Twitter. I want you people to understand that what we are doing is our right. What we are doing is a just cause. What we are doing is we are struggling to live. We are struggling to be alive. The life of our people is very, very important to us. The life of our women and our children is the reason we are opting out of Nigeria. Nigeria has failed and will continue to fail. Nigeria exceeding the next 1 year will be the worst disaster that will befall Africa. It is a responsibility for the Biafra people and Oduduwa and every other nation that would want to exit Nigeria to join forces to what we are doing, to make sure that Nigeria do not exit 2023. And I'm going to prove it to you. Sometimes they tell you, why are you doing what you are doing? I want you to understand that all the people that are against us today, they are two-faced people, people that are not balanced, people that change their principles according to who they deal with. We don't change our principle. The Biafra liberation and the freedom of Biafra is built on truth. Truth and nothing but truth. Those people that are today using P2B and blackmailing other Biafrans that are agitating for their freedom because of P2B, I want you to understand that from 25th of February 2023, they will all come back to praise us. They will all come back to sing our praises because they know we are doing the right thing. And the difference between us and them is that we are not two-faced. We stick to what we want, which is the freedom, while they are not stable. Very, very unstable people. They will tell you, oh, P2B is going to get you Biafra. Vote P2B, and P2B will get you Biafra. Why do we vote P2B for P2B to get you Biafra? That is a very duladed, very stupid, and very unbelievable. Somebody will tell you, come and vote P2B so that P2B will get you Biafra. These are scammers. These are scammers. I call them elder, those who have become, who have had gray hair, in scam. Nigeria breed criminals. Now, we are here telling you there is no point validating Nigeria for the next 4 years for somebody to give you Biafra from Nigeria. It is not possible. There is opportunity now for us to get our freedom. So anybody that is coming to you to tell you that you must vote P2B so that P2B will give you Biafra, it is, that we have been able to destroy all their format of criminals, format of scammers, format of corrupt elders, formats of elders that are very unwise. How can you be coming to us? I am 30-something years old. My brain is hot. I am a researcher. Before you ask me a question, my brain within a second have searched thousands of answers, and I will choose the one very, very suitable for your question. You come to me. You are presenting me, presenting P2B that, oh, you want Biafra, but let us vote P2B so that P2B is going to get us Biafra. Snake will spit on your eyes. I want you people to understand that there is no P2B from Biafra. It is either Biafra or Biafra. And if you do not like the name Biafra, it is either freedom or freedom. I am not here to fight a name. I'm not here to fight for a name. I've been saying it. I am here to fight for the freedom of my people. And I'm going to fight with you that have stood by me. Over 70 million Biafrans are standing by me. We are here to fight for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who have done nothing to the Nigeria state. So if anybody coming to tell you, come, vote P2B so that P2B will give you a Biafra, that is the worst. If you fall for that scam, you are not a human being. Why are they doing what you are doing now? Why must you vote P2B? Why must you validate Nigeria to get Biafra? I am telling you that the Biafra people have decided not to validate Nigeria in the coming general election. We are not going to validate Nigeria. We are not going to validate Nigeria because even if you have 1 million P2Bs, we can never ever validate Nigeria. And I want you people to understand that because of this, I am telling you that by the time they fail, which they are going to fail, they will fall back to us. Because all the people fighting and shouting P2B, they are all Biafrans. The only difference between us and them is that they are unstable people. Unstable, very, very unstable. And you cannot give leadership to people who are unstable. You cannot allow unstable people to make decisions for you, because their decision will always be a very bad decision. Many of these OB supporters were part of us in 2021. They were the ones singing the praises of Biafrans. They are the ones telling you Biafra or death. They are the ones swearing oath that they are going to fight for Biafra. But because they are very, very unstable, mentally unstable people, they have come to say, let us make decision for you. Don't worry, P2B will give you Biafra. How can P2B give you Biafra from a Nigerian president? It is not possible. If they are very serious of fighting for your freedom, they wouldn't support P2B. So I want to tell you that this scam, they have used this kind of method for many years. And this time around, we are very, very lucky that millions of Biafrans are now on our side. And that is why when we say sit at home, people will sit at home. Those who want to use P2B to get Biafra are the ones that will go outside, and the Nigerian government will kill them. And you know, our 5 days historic sit at home recorded very big, huge success. And they are panicking because they know the danger that is coming. So I want to encourage every Biafran today. Anybody that tells you that vote P2B because P2B will give you Biafra, that person is a scammer. That person is your enemy. Because if the person is actually very serious and mentally balanced, he will not go to support P2B for P2B to give you Biafra. Because P2B can never give you. P2B cannot even build road in his community, not to talk of giving you Biafra. And some people are here talking about petition. I don't know. Is there anybody writing petition? Somebody is saying petition, sign petition. You are writing petition to support Simon Ekpa? I don't want to pay attention to all those nonsense petition they are writing. I don't want to pay attention. We have been writing petition now. We have been writing petition since 2020 or so. That is petition I wrote for the disintegration of Nigeria. I think that petition have got over 100,000 signature or something like that. It not be today we started that petition now. I saw somebody saying sign petition. All right. But let me inform you people this. I am going to tell you the reason our approach is the best approach. I have told them, I know what I'm doing. It is my right. And you can't threaten me with my right. I will fight for the freedom of my people. And everything I am doing is here online. And the 70 million of Biafra, they are supporting what I'm doing. So every threat you are dishing out there, hold no water. And I see how they carry fake news. They say, oh, Finland to arrest Simon Ekpa. Finland to arrest Simon Ekpa. Why should Finland arrest me? I don't need to go into that. Is Simon Ekpa a criminal? Only criminals you can arrest. You can't arrest somebody fighting for his freedom and the freedom of his people. It is the humanity that I am serving. And I stand very strong to make sure we see the end of Nigeria next year. The end of this terrorist government, this terrorist state, the state that have killed millions of people. We are going to see the end next year. Now, for those of you who do not understand why we have taken the position we've taken to make sure that we use civil disobedience and all our multidimensional approach. I say multidimensional approach. I want you to listen to Mandela. Sometimes they tell you, oh, Mandela, is that how Mandela fought it? Oh, we must not fight the same way Mandela fought. We must not fight the same way any other nation fought. But the question is, are we fighting? And if answer is yes, then that should be enough. You must not expect me to fight the way other people fought, because Nigeria is different from those countries. But we're adopting a multi-dimensional approach to fighting against Nigeria. And I want to take you back to, what Mandela did in 1961. Let us go there.
In all of South Africa, with the South African government continuing to make life unbearable for political dissidents, Mandela eventually decided in 1961 that it was time for the ANC to adopt a more direct approach in their battle against apartheid.
In 1961, after many failures by the South Africans against the apartheid regime, Mandela decided to order sit-at-home. Sit-at-home campaign began in South Africa. Sit-at-home campaign begin in South Africa. So when they are telling you today, oh, you are forcing your people to, we have been campaigning for the sit-at-home and it is working. It is working. That is why Nigeria is, they are panicking, and the time is now. Everything in life, timing is very, very important. Timing. They tell you that, you don't know history. Oh, this is not the way it is done. Oh, we condemn the killing of our people. The people of Biafra that has been killed by Nigeria state during the lockdown, we condemn it. And that is why we give a straight instruction. Do not come out, because that has been the modus operandi of Nigeria state. But the people that are sabotaging Biafra, the people that are mentally unbalanced, the mentally unstable people who they are neither here nor there, they will come to tell you, come out, come out, come out. We are going to defend you. We are going to protect you. We are going to do this and do that. They were nowhere to be found. In fact, if anybody should sue anybody for anything, it is those who cancelled the Biafran ordered sit-at-home. That is the people that should be held responsible, because they bragged how they were going to provide security for people to come out. And because they know the Nigerian government will be the one to kill our people, to blackmail our sit-at-home, because they know the importance of sit-at-home. But those who bragged and deceived our people to come out, that they are going to bring everybody, they will bring security, they will bring this and bring that. They could not provide security for our people, and Nigeria killed some of them. They could not bring any security. The question you should be asking yourself, did you hear in any news that those who came to kill our people during sit-at-home were confronted by the security agent? Did you hear anything like that? I am telling you. I am asking you. Did you hear in any news that the security agent, the military or the police engaged the people that is coming to enforce sit-at-home, because it is them? It is them. The same people that bragged how they are going to bring security are the same people who sent people, instead of them securing the people, they started killing them just to make sure they give the sit-at-home a bad name. But we say, not even that will stop us. So you see, not that we did not warn. We warned you people because we know how Nigeria operates. So if anybody is telling you that the people enforcing sit-at-home are Biafrans, ask them, where are your government? Where are your security agents? Who the Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, who all the criminals in the government bragged that are going to protect you? Where are the securities? Or don't they have security again? This is a question that every reasonable person, both in international community and everybody, should be asking. If it is not them that have come out to kill our people, where are those security they bragged of they are going to bring out to protect our people? Where are the securities? No security anywhere. It was them. I am asking you a very, very important question. Very, very important question. So if anybody that lost anyone in this particular sit-at-home, it is the loss of every Biafran. But the question is, Where are those who deceive them to come out so that they will use it to blackmail? Because what they are fighting is they think they are fighting Simon Ekpa. This is not about Simon Ekpa. They have not come out to say we brought security and the security was on gun duel or gun battle with the criminals or whatever they call them who come to enforce this at home. It is them. You saw the picture of one of them in the police uniform. The same thing they did during the EndSARS protest. And it pains us that our people are being killed. That is why we have adopted this particular pattern of civil disobedience. If you go to street to protest, they kill you. If you talk on social media and they capture you, they kill you. Ordinary posting on social media will land you into prison and death in Nigeria. Nigeria has become a lawless country. You can see some of them are challenging us. If you are a man, come to Nigeria and lead. Come to Nigeria. Come to Nigeria. Why should I come to Nigeria? When you're coming to Nigeria is a threat. Coming to Nigeria is a threat. You are threatening me. Why should you be challenging me to come to Nigeria? Are you challenging me to that if I come to Nigeria that you are going to listen to what I'm saying? Have you listened to the people that are in Nigeria saying this exact thing I said? You have not listened to them. So why is my own different? Because you know that all your target is for me to come to Nigeria so that you are going to do what you are doing to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today. The court of your own Nigeria acquitted or discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Have you released him? Have you freed him? No. The judiciary is dead. It is now a politics. Nigeria judiciary is now on political solution. You go to court will give judgment, and then they say, no, we don't respect court judgment too. Let us adopt political solution. Who does that? Which country does that? You are asking me to come there. I will make sure that God use me to disintegrate Nigeria and restore a very peaceful nation and peace within the Sahel region from afar. So I ask you, why should you be challenging me and threatening me to come to Nigeria? To do what? First of all, let us see that your court judgment on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is respected. So because you don't have judiciary, why should court? The same Buhari said he let him allow the court to decide. They went on political solution. He said we will allow court to decide. After the court of Nigeria decided, you refused to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You adopted a political court, political judiciary. So which means your judiciary is dead, completely dead. Everything in Nigeria is dead. It has been Fulanized, it has been Normandicanized, it has been bastardized. Everything is falling apart and has collapsed. And you are inviting Simon Ekpa to come to Nigeria and fight. I will fight you from here, and we are going to win you. We are already winning you. All of you are crying. So therefore, I want you to listen to how Mandela took it upon himself. I want everybody to watch and listen to this history. Because the problem of some of you in the zoo is that you do not read history. You don't research. You are too weak, too weak and lazy to research on how you can liberate yourself and better your future. Too weak and lazy.
In all of South Africa, with the South African government continuing to make life unbearable for political dissidents, Mandela eventually decided in 1961 that it was time for the ANC to adopt a more direct approach in their battle against apartheid.
Did you see that? Stay at home on Monday. It is even some kind of connected. Look at, on Monday. Stay at home on Monday. 1961 in South Africa. 1961. Stay at home in South Africa.
There are many people who feel that the reaction of the government to our stay at home, ordering a general mobilization, arming the white community, arresting 10,000s of Africans, the show of force throughout the country, notwithstanding our clear declaration that this campaign is being run on peaceful and non-violent lines, close a chapter as far as our methods of political struggle are concerned. There are many people who feel that it is useless and futile for us to continue talking peace and non-violence against a government whose reply is only savage attacks.
Did you hear that? There is no point. You should be talking about peace and non-violent when in an actual sense, the government is the one that is bringing the violence upon our people. So we are just helpless. We have to adopt a different approach. It is called the self-defense approach. We have to go into the armed struggle to be able to defend our people, our culture, our land from extinction. And some people will sit down somewhere and be telling me, if you do not know your left from your right, just keep quiet. You have been struggling for many years in Nigeria, and Nigeria has been dealing with you. Fulani have dealt with you, and somebody will come and see that something is going to happen, and you are talking about Obi, talking about election, talking about this and that. We will never validate Nigeria again. Our stand is the stand of over 70 million Biafrans. Very, very clear stand. We say, if you want to know how things are going to work, conduct referendum. Conduct referendum. And we have given the order that the entire Biafra land between now and this coming Monday will be littered with the posters, flyers, banners of referendum now for Biafra. We will tell you that we are in charge of Biafra land. Completely in charge of Biafra land. We control it. Forget that governors are there. Forget that. There are nobody without the support of the people. And the people of Biafra no longer support any governor in Biafra territory. That is a fact. We, the Biafra people, are controlling the land, the territory of Biafra. Whatever we decide will stand. And what we are going to do next year will shock the world. Because it has come, that time has come that we are going to take the bull by its horn. So I want everybody to listen and learn history. Because when they come, they tell you this and tell you that. We don't need to use the same approach because we are not in the same problem. Though what we see in Nigeria today is also can be called a Fulani appetite regime, which they have taken over everything. So I want you to be able to watch and listen.
Chapter as far as our methods of political struggle are concerned. There are many people who feel that it is useless and futile for us to continue talking peace and non-violence against a government whose reply is only savage attacks on an unarmed and defenseless people. And I think the time has come for us to consider, in the light of our experiences in this stay at home, whether the methods which we have applied so far are adequate.
So you reassess the situation, whether the method I have applied so far is adequate to confront this terrorist government of Nigeria. And we have assessed it, and we have discovered that the method that every group have applied in the past has never been adequate. Enough. Now we are coming with new dimension, the new dimensional approach that is very, very adequate to confront Nigeria and for the freedom of Biafra people.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we're making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important. crimes you have in the north, the insecurity you have in the north is as a direct consequence of their own action. They groomed them. Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb, ISIS in West Africa, Boko Haram, Fulani headsmen, bandits, all of them. Who brought them to Nigeria? It's Fulani. Fulani brought them into Nigeria. El Rufai brought them in. Bauchi State Governor brought them in. Are you people deaf and dumb and stupid? When you come out and you pretend, oh, we are one Nigeria. Go and show me. Somebody was asking, where is the boundary, where will the boundary of Biafra begin? And I asked the fool, where did the boundary of Nigeria begin? People from Niger come in and go as they like. Most of these idiots are from Niger. They are building a pipeline to Niger. They are building a railway line to Niger. They are building roads to Niger. Whereas where the money comes from, which is Biafra land, we don't have those infrastructure. No, we don't. But you're taking our money, you come to Izombe, you come to Ohaji, you come to Ebema, you come to Aguleri, you come to Ebonyi, you take our resources, sell it, get the money, and now you're building the way to Niger Republic, and you want me to be happy with you. Clap for you, oh, Nigeria is doing well, one Nigeria. I think you are insane. You come to my land, you take our oil, you take our gas, you take our manpower, you take everything, our VAT, our tax that we pay. You are now building a road from Katsina to Niger, airport in Niger, refinery in Niger. You take oil, crude oil from my land, you take it to Niger, you refine it, you bring it back to me as a refined petroleum, or as PPS as you call it. And you're telling me that that country is viable. You're telling me that Nigeria should be supported. We are in one Nigeria. We are not going anywhere. And you're dying every day. Because those that they appointed to speak for you, they gave them money and positions. So that they will come out on the pages of newspapers to give the world the misleading impression that everything is okay, when things are not okay. Go through the statements of Ohaneze and see the contradiction.
All right, you're welcome back. And let us start again. I want to play Nelson Mandela again, from the beginning to the end.
In all of South Africa, with the South African government continuing to make life unbearable for political dissidents, Mandela eventually decided in 1961 that it was time for the ANC to adopt a more direct approach in their battle against apartheid.
There are many people who feel that the reaction of the government to our stay at home, ordering a general mobilization, arming the white community, arresting 10,000s of Africans, the show of force throughout the country, notwithstanding our clear declaration that this campaign is being run on peaceful and non-violent lines, close the chapter as far as our methods of political struggle are concerned. There are many people who feel that it is useless and futile for us to continue talking peace and non-violence against a government whose reply is only savage attacks on an unarmed and defenseless people. And I think the time has come for us to consider, in the light of our experiences in this stay at home, whether the methods which we have applied so far are adequate.
All right, you just heard that. Now we are going to read a little bit about what happened in South Africa. You know, a lot of people are sending, especially the one they call all this Nigeria media, the one they call legit. You can imagine. The one they call legit, the legit media. Oh, Simon Ekpa will soon be arrested and deported to Nigeria. Simon Ekpa, all those nonsense Nigeria, you know, paid agents. All they do is to carry propaganda. Ask him, ask whoever that is writing on legit. What offense did Simon Ekpa commit? Where is your sources? So Simon Ekpa will soon be arrested and deported to Nigeria. And they will be doing the arrest and deportation on the pages of Facebook and social media. These are the gutter media. Gutter media, they have never reported anything other than serving the masters, serving the oppressors. And when you look at those writing those junk in that legit, they hardly eat 3 times a day. They hardly eat 3 times a day. These are a bunch of hungry, looking like dogs that have not fed, or that dog that steal a egg. In those days in the village, there are dogs that doesn't feed well. They eat eggs. When they go to where chicken, lay eggs, they will go there and distribute those eggs, and they never look good. These are how all these journalists in Nigeria, the hungry journalists, that's how they look. And all they do is to write propaganda, so that they will be respecting them, so that Nigeria will know this one, they are writing good. If at the end of the day, Simon Ekpa is not arrested and Simon Ekpa is not deported, I do not know the kind of shame that will befall on them. Let us go to what Mandela and the ANC did in South Africa. Before I start reading this thing, remember that I've just played a video where Mandela was advocating and making speech for sit at home. Today, some idiots are in South Africa. Some criminals and fraudsters are in South Africa in the name of Biafra. And they have been campaigning and blackmailing the autopilot and Simon Ekpa for 1.5 years against everything we are doing. Yet, that's South Africa where they are not educated because they cannot read. They don't even know how South Africa become a country where a black man will travel from Nigeria to South Africa, running away from subjugation and poverty. They run to South Africa. And they are there in South Africa fighting against sit at home. Yet, sit at home was one of the tools that was used by Mandela to liberate people of South Africa, that made it possible for them to go there today and start broadcasting from there. You see, all this country you see, they all have history. I want you people to follow me as we read what this particular report say about Mandela and the legacy of Mandela. Nelson Mandela legacy. As a leader, he was willing to use violence. Nelson Mandela, as a leader, was willing to use violence. And I want you people to listen to how I read this. Johannesburg, South Africa. Nelson Mandela, South Africa's first black president, is a giant in the world of liberation heroes. Up there with Mohandas Gandhi and Martin Luther King Jr. But unlike Gandhi, who said that non-violence and truth were inseparable, and King, who famously declared that violence was immoral, Mandela embraced armed struggle to end the racist system of apartheid. Mandela embraced the armed struggle. To many South Africans, particularly within the African National Congress, Mandela was a great man, partly because of his willingness to use violence, not in spite of it. Many believes apartheid would have ended or endured much longer if he hadn't rebelled and overturned the ANC's long-standing nonviolent policy. I want you to follow me as I read again. This writing or wording is kind of tiny. Many believe apartheid would have endured much longer if he hadn't rebelled and overturned the ANC's long-standing non-violence policy. As a young man, Mandela's favorite sport wasn't a team sport like soccer. With strict limit on contact, boxing was what thrilled him. As a young politician, his rhetoric was angry, uncompromising, and inspiring. His aim was to incite revolt. Today, he is being celebrated all over the world as a great man. In the early 50s, the ANC and the South African Indian Congress launched a non-violent operation of strike and the protest called the Defiance Campaign Against the Unjust Laws of Apartheid. By 1953, Mandela had decided that it wasn't working. This protest, that was not working. Just 3 years after they start the movement, just 3 years. Mandela did not wait for 21 years, like Tony Nnadi. Mandela did not wait for 50 years, like some of them. But after 3 years, he noticed that it was not working. And he decided to change the dimension. But in Nigeria and the Biafra struggle, since 1967, these people are making living out of Biafra struggle. They want you to be struggling and struggling every day, talking about Biafra. They will be building a hotel on your head. They will be making a living, and every year they fight. They will push, and let us go back, let us go back. They push, and they will tell you, let us go back. Every year, they will order boycott of election, and they will deceive Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and put pressure on him to cancel it. It becomes a career. And we say, apart from the fact that Fulani has made it very clear that they want to kill everybody and take over Nigeria, we cannot sit back and watch. Nobody is going to fight for us except ourselves. We need to rise up and fight for our freedom. After 3 years, by 1953, Mandela decided that it wasn't working. Something that they started 3 years ago, Mandela said it was not working. He felt that the ANC leaders, old-fashioned like Wazirike, old-fashioned, traditional figures such as the party president, Albert Lutuli, were out of touch with reality. Just like the way most of the people that have been shouting Biafra, Biafra are all out of the touch from the reality. Most of the elders of Ndigbo are out of the touch of the reality. Or Ndigbo that are 70 years, 80 years, they are already out of the reality. And we, the younger generation, are taking over. We have taken over, not we are taking. Completely taking over the leadership of the Southeast and the South-South, which is all comprising of Biafra, to liberate them from this particular bondage that the British experiment. They try to do an experiment with Nigeria. How can you be doing an experiment with the future of people? Now, in September of that year, 1953, he made a speech in the Johannesburg suburb, the Sophia town, that was to be later famously known as the No Easy Walk to Freedom Address. Some of these idiots and criminals in South Africa are living in this Johannesburg, where Mandela made a very famous speech of No Easy Walk to Freedom. That is where they live today. If you go to tell them, they tell you we live in Johannesburg, they will be making brokers attacking Simon Ekpa. But in that Johannesburg where some of them live, Mandela made a very famous speech, which he said, no easy walk to freedom. It was when he started the campaign of the sit at home. I want you people to follow me. In the speech, Mandela said the ANC had to come up with a new plan for political struggle. And remember, it is all about, even this one is about political struggle. We are not into political struggle. We are into the struggle for freedom, independence, but completely independent from terrorist Nigeria. So that we can develop like Japan. So we can develop like the United Arab Emirates. So we can develop like every other nation that have done well within, few years. You can see that there is no easy walk to freedom anywhere. No, this junk of pregnant men from the Igbo land think that freedom is eating egusi and nkwobi. Mandela that they are making reference to today, Mandela that they are admiring today, every time they tell you Mandela did not fight like that. Mandela was in South Africa fighting. I must not be in South Africa or in Nigeria fighting, but are we applying the same approach? It must not even be the same approach. But what you have to gain from here is that there is no easy walk to freedom anywhere. So can you learn that from Mandela? Sit at home, you complain. And I want to tell you people today that nobody has died as a result of starvation because there is no food during the sit at home. Nobody. Nobody. There has never been any death recorded anywhere that somebody died as a result of starvation during sit at home. It has always been the Nigerian state killing our people when they try to go out because the sit at home was working. When they are fighting this sit at home, what they are not telling you is that there is something that this sit at home is doing. The impact. Some of the elders know the history of freedom more than you, but because they want to protect their interests in Nigeria, they are not telling you, history. They are not telling you what sit at home, what civil disobedience can do, how civil disobedience can change everything. What we're doing. Or do you think that I don't know what happened in South Africa? These are the people that know the history of South Africa better than you and I. We are only doing the research after the South Africa apartheid ended. So, but this old men who gather themselves today and call themselves Ezendibo or Hanezendibo, whatever they call them, these old men, they know very well what South Africa went through. And for that reason, they are going mad because they know the importance of sit at home. It is the condition, the mind of the people for what is to come. Some people say we should refresh. So let us refresh. So let us continue reading. So Mandela told South Africans in Johannesburg in his very famous speech, you can see that there is no easy walk to freedom anywhere. And many of us will have to pass through the valley of the shadow again and again before we reach the mountaintop of our desires. This is what we have succeeded in doing with the Biafra people. Sit at home is to condition you so that you are going to walk through the valley of the shadow again and again and again next year, 2023. You understand me? And today we have succeeded. We have been able to have every Monday sit at home. We have been able to have 3 days sit at home when the people, when the 14, all of you remember when Bubago in Imo State killed 14 innocent youth. These people that are shouting, oh, people are dying, in sit at home, you other sit at home. Did you see any of them condemning the 14 young boys that were murdered in their cold blood, coming back from wedding? Coming back from wedding, from their friend wedding, they were all murdered in their cold blood. 14 of them. Did you hear any of these people shouting, sit at home today? Did you see them condemning the death of those 14 young men? You didn't see them. Because what you what you see them doing now from the people they killed in the sit at home is politically motivated. It is because of P2B, and we have defeated them. So if the P2B is not in the picture, nobody will talk. It was us. It was on this particular platform that we ordered Biafrans to sit at home for 3 good days to protest the killing of the 4 young men Biafrans in Imo State. That 3 days sit at home also has to do with during the time Mazina Mikano went to court, and Monday sit at home, and another 1 day. It was 3 days, and the Biafrans responded, and there were 100% compliance to that 3 days sit at home. The records are there. Did you hear Oga Ohaneze calling for arrest of the people that killed 14 innocent Biafrans in Imo State? Young men, young boys that went to wedding. Did you hear Ohaneze condemn them? Did you hear Ohaneze call for the arrest? Did you hear anybody writing petition anywhere online that, oh, this killing cannot be accepted? Why would you kill innocent boys? 14 of them were murdered in their cold blood. Nobody. In fact, that reminds me, I am going to play one of the women as the woman was crying. As the woman was crying.
Black smoke. And she
This was how the Nigerian military bombed the market in Imo State. This is not sit at home. This was not a sit at home. Nigerian military went to our community and started burning them. They have been burning it. Nobody has issued statement. Nobody anywhere. Our market were being bombed. People were being killed. Nobody has condemned it. Not Ohaneze, not nobody, because they never care for you. Today, they are pretending, shouting, oh, sit at home. People were killed. All of a sudden, they care. It is called politically motivated blackmail. They could not stand up, to protect and defend the people they claim they love. So ask them, where were they when Imo State, when market in Biafra land were being raised by the Nigerian military? Or is a ESN company in the market? So let me bring the picture, another image of a woman. After the killing of these 14 young men, of P2B, they never cared for you. They never, they never want you to be alive. They never want anything good for you. It is all about P2B, and we have defeated them. So we are going to now play the killing of young men in Imo State. I did not know that I'm going to talk about this today. So hopefully I find the video. Okay, let us watch this.
Aha m wụ Nnamdi Kinsilu Kozonu Nnanna.
Onye Golden.
Abụ m onye otu ụba Ọcha.
Okay, on that happened 17th Sunday.
My junior brother Kentoro. Chijioke Kozonu Nnanna. Jere ime ihe ndị na-abịa ndị ọgụ ya. Then after I mechara ihe, ndị ọgọ anyị akpọ anyị oku sị anyị na enwere omenala ha na-eme. Ndị ọgọ ha mechaa anyị na enwere ebe ha na-eje nye ha ọnọdụ ka ha rie nri ṅụọ mmanya. then ini ahụ ka ha buziziri ebe ahụ anyị nọ anyị richaa iri then ụmụnne anyị ndị anyị na ha so bịazie ebilite ka anyị lawa 3 machine ndị bụ ụzọ move then machine ịkpọ m the 4th machine then mgbe anyị muvuru from ebe ahụ anyị nọ from ebe a to 3 pole ka ndị ebube agụ ji speed gbapụta then ụmụnne m jikwa na machine na-abịa abịa ha gbaa ha ka ọkụkọ gbaa ha niile machine na-ata ahụ agbara gbaa ha niile down then ọkada akpọzi m my brother akpọ m revise with speed asị na ya gbagburu be ndị ọgọ m out of fear ọ gbafere because ụzọ ya dị straight road amanya makwa na that straight road na enwe ebe ha ji trọk block all the road then anyị agbagidezie ruo na convert the other person nọ m n'azụ anyị na-agbakwa ihe ha na-agba ha na Julius na-achọ anyị na-agba agba anyị egbe then convert ahụ meda my brother mara onye nke nọ n'azụ adapụ ha erute ebe ahụ gbagbuo the boy. Then
are you hearing? Nobody, none of these Igbo people talking today condemned or even make any move to challenge the people that killed this young man. But who did? We did. Simon Ekpa ordered on behalf of the Biafra people 3-day sit at home for this particular crime against humanity committed in Imo State. Numerous of them. Biafrans complied. It is on record. But today, you don't hear anybody talking about it.
So then that my brother so how about you? That my brother machine for one side. Na business na ọkwa nwanyị ka anyị bịa lụọ ọkwa be ndị ọgọ anyị ka anyị si na anyị kwa ndị otu anyị awụdị ndị awụ na ọkwa nwanyị ka anyị bịa lụọ person Julius ahụ kwụchiziri na almost 6 or 8 bens eleto ọkwa egbe ha ndị ahụ hụtụrụla ezalide tinye m ha were egbe kwuo m n'isi like this kpụọ anyị mụnwa ada n'ala welitezi ihu m elu onye m fụrụ ogwu Mozambique dị onye menye ka team leader ha. Yes. From Amiri. Then when Boria Ogun Amiri, all one dog on it, all because I'm not here. Because I don't 1 year wine, no true buying. Then Nasa, no one dog on it, no one dog on it, no 1 minute and about Punessa, another day about million. So, voice of full actually don't shoot this boy. Boku don't shoot.
Did you hear that? When this incident happened, Simon Ekpa sat on this chair and ordered sit at home because of the pain I feel, the way they are murdering Biafrans. Ohaneze did not talk. Elders Council or whatever did not talk. All the people raising petition and writing, they did not come out. And this is just one in the 100 of them, how our people are being butchered every day. That is why we are fighting, putting our life online to save our people. And somebody will come and say, Simon Ekpa ordered this, go and kill them. You people are idiots. I want to bring another video. Because our own is evidence-based exposition. So ask yourself, where are the people?
On Sunday, being 17th, I'm my parents to Sonogawa, Sekanga, one Ganjupan, because you know why I didn't mention. So in that process, I am messing going wine. My uncle and my mom, the brew machine, Lawasela, how I got the lie woman could be ambassador. I yellow. So, Nick and dog I offered I ever hanging I honored by in the marine side, to Panacan on our Melanie. Nick a million munum need lend about Woolwich. When it should be an or a monocham my Hasim Kahalawa. Nobody lost a back hand up there for them for a bemer fight natural. How about Potala? Something like a 3 pool. everywhere. Even I want to wine was about self or your bullet share by home and Balagashia. That baggy there, let's just say 12:01 midnight. So your bullet when's your MBB not. So in that process, is also guy push it as it after in the morning. That means interfere. I push it as it. I'm the lazy and now freezing and nearly la was it that the low moon for a jail long one. Actually, there was in death of water to borrow one. Actually, there was a Naya, from this, my brother. Never, Sinamaron and Mambo to the Buria about Russian or ever home. No, can say I try her, I walk a show of your lily before a lady in a ban on about Mother Bohanayasu. I see Mumia Bezilla. Now, hard the Ataiba. Then we're away a half or a nandu. Na-emekwa ya nọmba ya ọrịnga ha ebizie so mụ amadị ma ọ dị ndụ ma ọ nwụrụ anwụ so ọwụ ka anyị si efu ya even be ọgọ nwoke ha gbara ya ọkụ every dancing jiri mere ndị ọgọ m nne every dancing ma oche nre ntịrị ha mechara because of one of my brother nke onye nke tọrọ direct mgbe ahụ tụrụ ya ọnwụcha dị anwụcha so si ebe ahụ gbapụ ọsọ gbalalụ ha be ọgọ m nwoke ahụ ebe ahụ anyị ha shiri lawa ebe a ka ọ nọzile ebe lasị biko onye nọ nso ya bịa hepụọ ya enwezi na onye ụjọ kwere apụta abịa ya bịa dutola bulet karịrị stiet ha jikwara the blood atasalali tresịrị ko ya rutekwa ebe ọgọ nwoke ahụ ọ nọ nọrọkwa ebe ahụ n'akụkụ ebe ji pita nke ahụ ọdọje nọrọkwa ebe a ti ya nọzụla obi gbajaa ya obi bifo ha nwa abịaziela ka ọgọ nwoke ahụ tụtụrụ every dancing nọ dia destroy ya gbaa ya ọkụ ọgọ nwoke siri Abuja lo moti ya ha abụ ya ala mechin ụmụnne m niile ha abụ ya ala oyi nwoke siri Ọnịcha abịa ma mmanya o butere masị onye na-emenye ma moto ọ gụrụ ọfụrụ o buru gadadị ihe ncha niile ahụ ha abụ ya ala enwedị ka ifo ha gburu total of mmadụ ha gburu dia is 14 persons ka ha gburu but our own side ụmụnne m soro m je nye ha dị 7
Can you imagine? His own relative were seven persons from his family lost.
My wife,
my wife,
7 persons were killed from his family one day. Nobody raised any alarm anywhere. Arnese did not talk. Nobody talked. It was us that did something. And what was your name?
My name
God is it at home of Biafrans.
Our village move to over our watch.
Okay. Otu ihe mere now. Kedu ihe chọrọ gọọmenti mee now?
Nye chọrọ ka gọọmenti mee justice. Nye chọrọ justice. But achọrọ m ka nkili ha la the allegation ha na-ebu ụmụnne m na ọ bụrụ onye ha dị. Nye awa innocent people, innocent ụmụazị na-amụ ọrụ. Nye ụmụazị na-amụsị ọrụ. Nye ụmụnne m ụmụazị na-amụ ọrụ. Gara enwe nye ha. So ha nwere na ọbụla oge esi eme ya ka ọ dị mma for peace to reign. Let them do all we need.
And they would have criminals.
Yes, and I want and they would abron do she take a hand say, like we innocent people. I just waste their life.
God bless you.
Thank you. Now, have you watched that? Ask yourself, where were those people that are calling Simon Ekpa, blackmailing Simon Ekpa, arrest Simon Ekpa, when these people were killed? The people we are fighting to protect, the people we are fighting to see that they have a better life. I want you all to watch this. This is one of the women.
It's now about Madole.
14 boys out to Lagula.
14 boys.
Let's go for revenge. And we want that man.
That
we tear them.
14 boys. What did the 14 boys do? What did they do? Ndigra traditional marriage. Can they bubago baburu?
Oh, somebody say it is not showing. Okay. All right, let us see whether this one will show. moment.
Deputy Senate President, and he could not stop it. Thank God they gave him what he deserved. Because any evil when it is own distribution. How can somebody be deputy senate president in your own region, used without matches, without catapults? They were butchered. Those who are selfish. That's why I'm happy that they are beating them now abroad. The only Igbo man now that has Igbo blood talking in Senate is Engineer Abaribe. That's the only one. That's the only man. Oguzorochi Kuoku, Nigeria will be shaking. You see an Igbo man talking, defending the rights of his people. Because you are there in Senate to defend the right of your constituency and your people. I'm telling you, those IPOBs, I'm telling them now, hear me now, there are some Igbo, they have tagged all of them. Some of them they should exclude to attack. Number one is Engineer Baribe. They should allow him to travel anywhere he wants to travel. Another one is our governor here, Emeki Hedio. We are still looking at him. Anybody from Igbo land here that have been responsible for what we the Igbos are suffering now, that person must be disgraced.
That person must be what? Disgraced. And what is happening to Ekpa today? You know, when Ekpa was beaten in Germany, I was there. I was there as somebody who is still looking at one Nigeria. A lot of people have used the video from Germany, Ekpa beating, where I condemn the beating of Ekpa. They have used it against me. They have said, oh, it was Ekpa that sent me to come and fight IPOB. I do not know whether what I'm doing today has anything to do with Ekpa. And even the worst part of it is that I have never even spoken with Ekpa in my life. I do not know who Ekpa is. I did not even meet Ekpa in Germany. You know, I didn't meet him. I didn't even exchange pleasantry with him. I did not even shake hands with Ekpa. I don't know who the hell Ekpa is. I have never spoken with him. I don't know what he looked like in real life. I was there before that thing happened. Before they beat Ekpa, before I came there, they have already beaten Ekpa, and Ekpa was whisked away. So I did not even see Ekpa with my own eyes. Some of them don't believe this. So by the time I arrive at that venue, Ekpa has been whisked away. Otherwise, it would have been the day I am going to see Ekpa with my eyes. So I have no business with Ekpa. I do not know what he looked like. I don't know what he is. I don't know what, So, but today, is he not being disgraced as this man prophesies? He's been disgraced. And God have used me also to disgrace Ekpa. Because the time I was condemning the attack on Ekweremadu, I was still a one Nigerianist. I was not arrested by the spirit of Biafra to be part of a strong force that will liberate Biafra people. Today, I have exposed Ekweremadu. I have been making exposition on Ekweremadu many times. So when you see they are sharing the video of me condemning, why did you, even I asked myself to come and apologize. And yes, because it was when I was in darkness of Nigeria, before the spirit of Biafra arrested. And let me tell you, it was actually in that ground. Because, when you are born for something, you do not know where you are going to be liberated. It was actually in Germany. It was actually in Germany that the spirit of Biafra arrested me. So, but when you see the activities of Simon Ekpa, and some people will still say, oh, he's coming for, he's an Ohanes and Igbo, he'll come to do this and do that. I do not know what I'm doing, the activities we are doing now, the level we have gone in this Biafra agitation, and the progress we are making so far. How would somebody with his right senses will still come to say Simon Ekpa is working with Ekweremadu? Ekweremadu that I do not know, Ekweremadu that I have not met in my life, Ekweremadu that I have not spoken on the phone with, I have never talked with him. I don't even know anybody that is very close to Ekweremadu. But some people will not believe it. And that is your business. But this is a fact. And I have already made a lot of, pronouncement that if I ever know who is Ekweremadu, let everything I am doing in this life never work out for me. If I ever spoken with Ekweremadu, like talking with him or whether on phone, or let anything I'm doing in this life never work for me. I've said that several times. But it's no, the bad people, they will say, oh, when they give oath, they swear oath, they will go back and do something and other. I don't need to do that. It is between me and my God. So, I want us to watch this video where this woman was crying. Ohaneze and all the people that are calling Simon Ekpa, calling for the head of Simon Ekpa today, did not talk. Because the reason they are calling for Simon Ekpa head today is because it is politically motivated calling. They are not real. They will turn around to praise me after February 2023.
It's now Madole.
14 boys out to Lagula.
14 boys.
Let us go for revenge. And we want that man.
That
we tear
14 boys. What did the 14 boys do? What did they do?
This picture is not showing, and I do not know the reason why the picture is not showing. So anyway, but I've been able to prove to you, at least some of the videos showed. So, but I've been able to prove to you people that a lot of killings has been going on and the people were not talking. So the only reason you see they killed our people and talk now is because of P2B, and it is politically motivated petition, politically motivated talk, politically motivated calling for Simon Ekpa head, politically motivated calling for arrest of us, because a lot and hundreds of Biafrans have been killed and they didn't talk. So they only try to stop what is working for Biafran liberation. Let us continue to read Nelson Mandela. So Nelson Mandela organized a very famous speech on the street of Johannesburg when he decided to change the dimension of the freedom of the South Africans. So, let me read it again. Mandela said to his people, you can see that there is no easy walk to freedom anywhere, and many of us will have to pass through the valley of the shadow again and again before we reach to the mountaintop of our desire. Today, some of these idiots don't want to walk into the valley of shadow again and again. They want to jump into South Africa. They want to sell land and get South Africa visa to go to South Africa. Yet, they don't know that South Africa went through the valley again and again before they become what they are today, that blacks can go there. Dangers and difficulties have not deterred us in the past. They will not frighten us now, but we must be prepared for them like men in business who do not waste energy in vain talk and idle action. This is exactly what we are doing today. Exactly what we are doing. There is nothing they can do for us to change. We will not move. We can never be scared of anybody. There is nothing threat you can give to us today that will come in between our freedom and you. Never. You can't. In 1956, during a trial at which 56 ANC leaders and activists, including Mandela, were charged with treason, he told the court that he supported non-violence as a principle, not true at the time. He supported it only as a tactics because he knew he and others could be convicted if he said otherwise. The trial dragged on until 1961, but Mandela and others were acquitted. Mandela and others were still acquitted. The Sharpeville massacre in 1960, when South African police killed 69 protesters. 69 protesters, just like the way they have been killing IPOB members in their numbers. 150, 14, 28, 29, 30, 50 people, 60 people. Just the way they have been killing IPOB members. Was the last straw for Mandela and other proponents of the armed struggle. Mandela carried the day at a series of all-night meetings with ANC leaders in mid-1961 to set up the ANC underground military wing, Umkhonto weSizwe, or Spear of the Nation. I want you to pay attention. Mandela opponent said that if the ANC embark on violence, the regime would massacre more civilians. Moses Kutane, Secretary General of the South African Communist Party, argued that continued non-violence could work if activists were more imaginative. Mandela met with Kutane for a full day to try to change his mind. He argued that South African activists had to consider an armed revolution because angry young men and women outside the ANC were ready to take up arms. And if the ANC did not lead them, it will become irrelevant. I want you people to understand how South Africa were liberated today. Just what is happening now between us and Ohaneze Ndị Igbo, between us with World Igbo Congress, between us and all the people that you feel were working with you. Some of them have deserted because they could not stand the heat. But we are going to prove to them that they were not actually meant to liberate Biafra. They will come along the line. Everything that has happened in many places before they get freedom has actually happened in Biafra liberation phase now, including what has happened in South Africa. That is the phase we are today. Finally, Mandela believed he had won Lutili blessing to form Umkhonto weSizwe and embark on violence. But the timing was terrible. The timing of this Mandela was terrible. In October, the Norwegian Nobel Committee announced that it was bestowing the previous year's unawarded Peace Prize on Lutili, an enormous symbolic victory for the ANC. Do you understand? Just the time when they want to take it upon themselves, they have to now award another person with Peace Award. That did not stop Mandela. Lutili backtracked, You see how they use a peace award to make him backtrack. Nutili backtrack and again expose non-violent method of the resistance against apartheid. That is what we call interest-driven decision. After Mandela convinced him of the violent approach because they were being killed and they needed to defend themselves and self-defense and all that, he agreed to go on self-defense. He agreed to pick up arms. All of a sudden, they approached him with Peace Nobel Prize and he changed his mind. These are a bunch of people that we have today in Biafra, in Igbo nation, in Igbo land, in Biafra. Just promise them. Now, you and them will be planning something now. Nigeria government will approach them and promise them P2B will become president. Before you know it, the person that you are having meeting with, speaking in the same language, will appear in one program and begin to talk about Nigeria election and begin to tell you that, oh, don't worry, P2B will bring you Biafra. And begin to preach you how it is peaceful to romance Fulani and how it, even when Fulani is killing you, don't worry, let us endure. P2B is going to come. Yet, what the person is not telling you is that P2B have openly made it very clear that those who are scared of him today will benefit more. Who are those people? The Fulanis. He responded to Baba Ahmed in Abuja or somewhere where they had a conference. The video is there in the public. So when you are having meeting discussing how to liberate your people, all of a sudden, all these old men that couldn't stand anything, they will now tell you, when they call them, come, you are a professor, you are very, very good. Let us use you, come and give us support and all that. Before you know it, the person will begin to appear in a program that is not recognized by anybody. They will begin to appear in one platform that nobody listening to just show that, to just make a video and appear in the public, and they will cut it to send to the Fulanis that, look, I have appeared in a video and I am preaching an election in Nigeria and I'm preaching for P2B. These are the people that can never stop us. When you make yourself a tool in the hand of Fulani, you are gone. You become irrelevant in the struggle for Biafra. And that is what you do to yourself. I just want you people to see that this thing is the same thing everywhere. It happened in South Africa. During the South Africa freedom fighting, it happened. After Mandela convinced this man with a very superior argument, he agreed, only for the Norwegian to award him, with a peace prize. He dodged again. He becomes something that he was not before, just because of selfishness. Exactly the same thing they are doing in Biafra today, in the Igbo. The same thing they are doing today. That is why we are very economic with the information we give to people, including when we have meeting with them. Because they can just turn overnight. Somebody will be having meeting today with, you don't know what he's planning. He wants to use you to get favor for himself. He wants to use you to say, oh, I am in contact communication with him. I am discussing with Simon. Just let me go and talk to him. Let me go and talk to him. And then you think that you are discussing with somebody who is serious. The next thing is, boom, he will appear in a place that you never ever in your life imagine that somebody like that will appear. I will begin to vomit things. Tell you, oh, we must support P2B so that P2B will give you Biafra. And somebody is here telling, oh, P2B will create room for referendum. Referendum where? If Fulani cannot give you referendum now, it is not in P2B that will give you. Because in that P2B, they are still in control. Who is going to vote for referendum? If P2B have absolute power to order referendum in Nigeria, where is the constitution? Which constitution is P2B going to use to order referendum? It is not going to work. You must use something different. Because by political means, it is not possible. Fulani have restructured Nigeria in a way that if they don't support the referendum, you can't get it. And they can never support it because they have suffered for many years. They have used many years to build this particular structure of Nigeria National Assembly you see today and you don't think you can just come overnight and change it. It is not possible. That is why everybody that goes to the presidency, they fail from the South. Obasanjo was there. He failed. Tell me what he did to the Yoruba people. Nothing. Goodluck Jonathan was there. Tell me what Goodluck Jonathan. Nothing. It is just president in mount. It is just president ceremony. Just there, the ceremony, the president is from Yonegwa, the president is from Otuoke, all those nonsense. Go to the president or go to President Jonathan Otuoke today. Do you see any evidence of president coming from Otuoke? They don't have road to Otuoke. That is the problem. So some of you coming on social media, appearing on program, telling people that to vote P2P, that P2P will give you Biafra. Sometimes I question your education. Sometimes I question your doctorate degree. Sometimes I question your professional degree. Sometimes I question this degree that some of you, and title that some of you are parading on social media. Sometimes I question it. Did you actually had some kind of, knowledge of your own to become a doctor, to become a professor, to become what you parade yourself today on social media? How can you know the structure of Nigeria, present Nigeria, what Fulani have suffered to become what they are today in Nigeria, and the P2B who cannot even stand to talk about Biafra, who cannot even address Igbo, who cannot even agree that he is Igbo proud, since Nigeria is supporting him, since the people that, who cannot identify with Igbo, who cannot say, it is the turn of Igbo, vote me. He don't have the balls to say it, will be the one that will now begin to channel the cause of Ndi Igbo and Biafra. Unu. In fact, some of you, Ehu is calling you Ehu, is insulting Ehu. Because these days, Ehu is even behaving better than some of you. In those days when we were little, when they want to insult you, they call you Atoro. They say Atoro because Atoro in those days doesn't have brain. I do not know how what the Atoro is eating these days, because if you Atoro that we know these days, they can even come to you and collect food from your hand. In those days, Atoro will see Moto coming and will stand for Moto to kill him. These days, Atoro, before crossing the road, we look left and look right before he cross. I do not know where that thing comes. I do not know how things have changed. So calling you people or Atoro is an insult to all these animals, because they are now very brainy. And I do not know where that thing comes from. Are you people in Nigeria noticing it? Did you notice that Atoro now, in Nigeria now, they watch whether a car is coming before they cross the road? But I'm telling you, in these old days, in late 80s, even early 90s, if you see Atoro, you will see car coming and the car will be doing P. The Atoro will be walking, and Atoro don't know that the car can actually kill him. And Atoro will walk, the car will stop, and sometimes you just go on the road, you see that the car, one Atoro have been killed by a car. The car smashed because some in Nigeria, they don't care. But these days, you hardly will see where a car killed any goat or Atoro, because they have to look left and right before they do like human being. So if I call them, somebody say sheep, of course we know, that we have to be speaking this thing because it's very, very important. Let us mix our language a little bit. So this Atoro is, it sounds very funny, and so that is the reason I'm saying it. So the Atoro is something that if you call somebody Atoro these days, it is not insult. So it's an insult to the Atoro itself, because Atoro has become very, very brainy, that the cars no longer kill them as they used to kill them before. So I don't know where all these people get their title. That somebody will come online and start talking about P2B, how P2B will give you Biafra. Hey! And some people are actually being deceived on this. Now, let us continue reading, because we are here for a serious lecture today. Mandela continued. Somebody say, what is Aturu? Aturu is a sheep. You know, Aturu is a sheep. Aturu is like lamb, you know, this white looking lamb or sheep, you know. The ANC has always been hierarchical. The ANC has always been a hierarchical organization, highly respectful of its leaders. Mandela was left high and dry by the president's public statement. Some activists might have gone back to Lutuli to get the leadership to re-endorse the military struggle or quietly drop the matter, not Mandela. Do you understand? At almost the most embarrassing possible moment, less than a week after Lutuli was awarded the Peace Prize in Oslo, Umkhonto we Swize launched its first military action. 5 bomb attack on power stations and government building in Port Elizabeth, Durban, and Johannesburg on December 16, 1961. December 16, 1961, Mandela led military wing of the freedom fighting for the liberation of South Africa bombed 2 power stations in Port Elizabeth and Johannesburg. You people don't know this. After he founded Umkhonto we Swize, Mandela was sent by the ANC for military training in Algeria and Ethiopia. Mandela went to Algeria and Ethiopia to train, to have military training. He held a gun for the first time. It felt comfortable in his hand when he fired at a rock across a river. He didn't hit it, but he got close enough to raise dust nearby, delighting his instructors. Are you hearing me? Mandela returned from his trip in July 1962, but was arrested soon after and faced trial for sabotage in Rovania, a Johannesburg suburb. Police find incriminating evidence about the armed struggle, and Mandela and some of the others tried with him were convicted and jailed for life in 1964. Mandela was offered freedom several times on various conditions. On various conditions, they offered freedom to Mandela. They say, let us give you this condition, and you go free. Let us give you money, and you go free. Let us do this, and you go free. Several conditions was given to Mandela. Mandela inside prison refused, including renouncing violence, but he refused. I want you people to follow me, because this is a man who knows what he wanted, how to liberate his people. But the same thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing today. The same thing the Nigeria government doing to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today. They have come for many things and he refused. But all this bunch of nonchalant leaders with titles, if you approach them with Obi, Peter Obi, come and support us, let's make Peter Obi president, they will forget all the plan you had with them, how to liberate your people. They will tell you, oh, come, there is a new door. The new door now is to validate Nigeria. Let us vote for the next 4 years. This thing is the way they have been deceiving Uwazirike, deceive other people that have fought for Biafra for many years. Today, we say, you cannot deceive us again. This approach we are taking today is the approach we are going to take. And if you don't like it, sorry for yourself. Umkhonto we Swazi, Umkhonto we Sizwe continued its fight. When Mandela was arrested, this particular group continued their fight. They did not stop because Mandela was arrested, launching hundreds of bomb attacks. But just as he had embraced violence without the permission of the ANC leaders, Mandela, on his own initiative, wrote to leaders of the white supremacist government in 1985, initiating peace talk. Gradually, he negotiated a peaceful end to apartheid and the release of political prisoners. One of the last to be freed, he continued talk with the white government and persuaded it to agree to free domestic election and, in effect, a surrounding of its power. UMCO abandoned its policy of violence in 1990 as negotiation on the dismantling of the apartheid and the setting up of free election continued. Now, what is the difference between us here? The difference between us here is that we have decided to protect ourselves with arms because the government of Nigeria sponsoring Fulani, both the local and the foreign Fulani, to kill and annihilate us. We cannot watch them to come to kill us. So we decided to arm our people to protect our land, and that is what we are doing. That is the difference. Different was that there is no Fulani, there is no government-sponsored terrorist killing South Africans. Rather, the government of the apartheid was responsible for the killing of the ANCs and South Africans. Without the approach that Mandela followed, nobody would listen to him. That is not to say that we are following the exact approach of Mandela, but drawing some kind of strength from that will make you to know that Nigeria is different from South Africa. Nigeria is different. So we are following this particular struggle with what I call the multidimensional approach. And today, some of these people that killed our people, they come to claim victim. That's why I want to show you this particular video now. Some of them, the Northern group, have actually called for their own seat at home. Did you hear anybody raise eyebrow? Now listen, they are claiming victim.
As to speak with one voice in the interest of North and Northerners. Today we are addressing you based on the circumstances leading to what we are going to announce shortly. You are aware that throughout this year there has been continued killing and destructions of properties of Northerners that are either resident in the southeastern part of Nigeria or are on transit for business purposes moving from the north to the east or from the east to the north. You are aware that the outlawed members of the IPOB and ESN have continually been killing and destroying properties of Northerners. Not only that, even security agencies who are trained and have...
Did you people hear the lies coming out from this man that IPOB continuously kill and attack Northerners? This is a complete lie. They are now here claiming victim. But you know, after this video, none of these leaders now, because they are afraid of Fulani, none of these leaders that claim that they are Igbo elders will make a counter statement to correct the wrong impression that this man is making here. Because we have been the victim of the Fulani attack many, many years. As a matter of fact, I want to pull let me bring something in the screen for you to see that Enugu community, 50 persons were killed. 50 persons were killed. And in Ehamufu, over 50 persons were killed, just days back. And nobody talked about them. Over 50 persons were killed. Now, let me show this video. over 50 were killed in Hamufu. And he is here claiming victim. Yet, all these pregnant men cannot come to put culpability where culpability is.
Ka my mom kwadechara ịga ugbo the next na ihe ka o bu akpa natakwa jụbazie ya ọ sị na akwa side Benebo ha sị na ndị niile bi Benebo odo side ndị be Sofia na ha ncha gbafuchara n'abalị na mgbọ na-ada bụ ọbụla na mgbọ na-ada na mgbọ na-ada na-ekiri dị mgbọ na-ana egbe na-ada yesterday night ma onye na-asị ya na ọnụghọkwa the thing ka ha nọ na-akọwa ya ka onwe ike wee naba mgbọ na-ada that place yesterday made them everybody dey vacate onye ọbụla bụ ngwungwu ya gbafuchara n'abalị ha nwa ka a sị na o ruru ihe dịka ebe 11-12 na azụbe ma ọmịokwu ha ha azụbe Emeka emeyo na ọkọrọ gịnị a na-anụ mkpọtụ ụzọụkwụ mmadụ asị na like 2 persons bụ ihe fụtara iro hụzie ha ruru about 20 something si azụ ebe ahụ na-awa ọfịa ịghọtago so na asịzi na onwe nke ejide n'obodo ụmụ na-akpọ side be Ọsọfịa the man kpụ ogologo ahụ ọnụ tofu gbasị ya kedu ebe isi bịa gịnị ka ị na-achọ ebe ọkpọ afa kọntrị o si bịa asị kedu ihe ịchọba ebe ọ sị na onwe ha that person bụ information ha azụ onye na-enye ha information si ha na ebe ndị mmadụ bi azụ na everywhere tight ha bụ mmadụ yesterday na ezigbo abalị anwụghị ezi ebe mmadụ ma ya agbaga eziokwu kwa
ije abalị na-adọrọkwa na mma ije ụtụtụ earliest morning na-adọrọkwa mma ije mgbede adịghịkwa na mma ọ kakwa mma broad daylight. Honestly, you must pass through this road. Ọkwa Mvene road o 4 corners ọkwa isi 4 corners na-agbagote ụdị ọkwa ebe a ka ihe a na-eme ụzọ Mvene be anyị Mvene osimiri ọkwa side ahụ ka ihe a na-eme ọ bụrụkwa na obele ihe eziokwu m ọka mma na mmadụ atravụrụ ọcha dana isi ka ịnwe achị gị ọka mma na onye ọbụla n'obodo ka anyị ọwagodo Chukwu ka anyị ba ma all these things asị unu ụdị that's obi a na-agbawa unu ọkwa nụkọta ịbịa na police station ịfụcha moto ịfụcha ozu this woman na ozu this boy n'ụtụtụ ị ga-asị God.
This is a Hamufu. You can't hear the Ohaneze ndị Igbo. You can't hear but we, the Biafra revolutionary movement, we sent ESN to go to Hamufu to confront these killers. And they did. Now listen to Northerners.
License to protect lives and properties of Nigerians are not spared by these outlawed organizations of IPOB and the ESN. This has called from December 1st till today, December 14th rather. These killings also continue non-stop. Desist from transporting anything good and services from the north to the east. This is not intended to punish the Easterners, the entire Easterners, or to cause delay or losses even to the Northerners themselves. But this is for the purpose of sending a message of our displeasure to the eastern part of Nigeria, most especially the governors, the traditional rulers, the stakeholders, that enough of this killing is enough. We are law-abiding as Northerners. We believe in the law. We respect the law.
This is how they respect the law of the land of Nigeria.
Oh, what is all this? What is all this? If you catch a bobu last time we talk about like the man please take me to
the people you see now. They are running away from their communities. They are running away, leaving their land. And you have leaders. You have people who come to social media to talk about P2B. You have people who call themselves professor. Let us vote P2B. The people that could not stand on their ground to defend the people in their land. The people telling you, oh, the woman was killed in Enugu, and sit at home, you kill woman. Look at how people are running away from their land. They could not talk not even to condemn the Fulani killing in Biafra land. And we are crying blood. We are crying blood. Some of you, you cannot hear them talk about this. Today they come to claim victim. Victim. This is just one. In this particular community, about 50 people, over 50 people were killed. I'm going to bring into the screen how they reported it. How the Nigeria newspaper reported it. They say the untold story. It is always untold, but their own story is being told every day. But when it comes to the killing of Biafra, it is always untold. I want you to listen.
Abide by the law. So we will not on our own start destroying or killing Easterners resident in the north. We will also not allow any of our own people carry such actions because it's against the law.
Because you can't kill us again and go free. Never. That is before. Now you can't kill Biafrans and go free. We have armed ourselves, just like you, for self-defense. So you can, of course, sometimes you can succeed to attack. But when we come back, we will deal with you. You can't kill us again. Never. Gone are those days that you kill our people and go free. In a Hamufu, they receive it. Very, very hot. We chase them away. Completely.
The law. And we also know that those that are doing the killing in the east are not the same Easterners that are resident in the north. So Easterners resident in the north can continue to reside and continue to do their lawful businesses. They are free, they are protected. Northerners are friendly. But for the Northerners that are in the east also, we are saying be careful and cooperate. Every truck driver, every taxi driver, every J5 driver, every Sharon, and anybody that is moving from passenger to transportation of goods and services from the north to the east, we are saying from tomorrow, 15th, please desist from doing that so that we can send a signal to these people, our brothers in the east, that we are not happy with what they are doing.
You cannot call us brothers. We are not brothers. You cannot be killing your own brothers. This is what these people have done, running over our land, killing us, our women. And today they are ordering sit at home. They are ordering blockade. And today it started. These people don't know they have perishable goods. We don't need their goods. Their goods is poison to us.
The hospital, don't allow me to die. My husband say you will not die. And I rush on getting to UNTH. Name can do emergency. The guy lose a lot of blood. What kind of thing is this? Say I want them. One nekwi ishigi adevukwi all government nishi, but I believe nothing will happen to you. Chukuna binenugwa na eyes on the, but nothing will happen to you. Bikon oyo abuna gwa akwa ndi nke ihe na-emekwe bai obrokwa obele ihe. Ihe abrokwa ihe ụmụazụ nwanne obrokwa ya. Mgbe ụzọ they will now come out. One strike, bam, hey, making her choy me. Imana banin, ngwa uno. Apo like 15 people, even one woman la apo, Jay got apo na unkwa isu. My sister can manage. They took this woman out. The worst part, the small boy, 4 years, my husband called me. I just this 4 years old boy with one old woman. Babofa. When me hear this small boy, man, there. But I said the blood of this boy, Okay, I tell you, as in the time on Nudi, I enjoy no ya no ye. Oyo semo, governor, or in Connie. Jen and Vena, who's on Vena. And the funniest thing about it is there's no network there. There's no network. Network I do there. Last time I just quit her, Namvene. They now went to Obioma. Immediately strike that money. Mukwe mad. Palukwanda palukwa. No fear. Even now, age 100,000. A bail in the Madeba. I say 100,000, push her 200. You were full. Then my sister say, when I I tell you this thing is hot. Oh, you're gonna know everybody. But my security starts from the first citizen of the state, which is the governor himself. Mananezian, ask him, oh, you're gonna be quite careful, Bikon. onye ọbụla ọ bụ na o wee dị ọ dị very important ọ ga-agafe Mvena ọ ga-agafe Four Corners wee jee ebe ọ chọrọ ije na Anambra, please call me. Mama na di m ha nọ that area that moment, biko ka onye and do sure ọ bụ na ọ dị is an urgent thing, mana ọ bụ na ọ bụrụkwa an urgent thing, biko onye ọbụla ka nọtụ biko na-etinye ihe a na ekpele ka anyị ma ihe Chukwu ga-emela anyị. This is hot. A sị gị anyị nọ n'uju otu a ka anyị si eti mkpu.
This has been what was going on. Ohaneze did not talk. Elders Council did not talk. All these people today that are writing petition against Simon Ekpa, they didn't even know that Biafrans are being killed. Of course, they never cared. But we provided security for them. We went there and fought the terrorists. Defeated them. What did the military do? The 82 Division GOC, what did he do? He pumped military into the community after we defeated the Fulani. In Four Corners, after we defeated them in Four Corners, he summoned security meeting. Who are those who went to confront the terrorists in Four Corners? Today, are you hearing them? No. But when the military went to Ehamufu, what did they do? They burnt over 100 houses. Over 100 from 82 Division Enugu. How many of these people who say they love Ndigbo, who is now concerned about sit at home, how many of them condemn the military for burning over 100 homes in Ehamufu? So why can't this Ohaneze Ndigbo, why can't Okwadike and co send delegates to Ehamufu and do findings for themselves? They don't care about you. They don't care. If you follow these people to truncate the opportunity for our freedom next year, you will all live to regret it. I am telling you, because these people will finish all of you. And of course, I know that is not going to be possible. So let me bring to the screen how the Nigeria media reported it. This is how Daily News reported it. Daily News say, a Ehamufu massacre, untold story as herdsmen kill over 50 in Enugu. It become an untold story. Always an untold story. It is always untold. When it comes to Biafra, the story is always untold. Yet, you have people who come to condemn what we are doing for our freedom. You have people who can now write Finland. You have people who can write EU. You have people who can take Simon Ekpa to court. They have not taken any single Fulani leader, especially these people making this broadcast. They have not taken any of them to court. Because the Fulani is in charge of their life. So, when it comes to reporting how they kill our people, they say, Ehamufu that we liberated. Untold story as herdsmen kill over 50 in Enugu. It become untold. I want Biafrans to read with me today. Look at the stomach they have. All the people that call themselves police, they have stomach. They can't stand to fight. Look at them. Now, deserted, grave silent, terror-stricken. This word captured the mood of Ehamufu, a town in Isuzu local government area of Enugu State, now a ghost village. They made it a ghost village. Ohaneze did not talk. Is this Ehamufu people not part of Ndigbo they want to save in the seat at home? Ask yourself question. All these people writing everywhere, making petition against Simon Ekpa, are these people not part of the Igbo they are talking about? Is Ehamufu northern Nigeria? Is Ehamufu a foreign land? I am asking you today, for you to know that everything they are doing today, when we call it at home, they sent their hired assassin to go and kill our women and children, and then to blackmail us. They thought that will make us to stop. We will not stop. They begin to campaign, push their blackmail and propaganda, politically motivated propaganda against Simon Ekpa and Biafra. For you to know that these people are evil. But Ohaneze did not mention anything, even trying to, of course, how can they even raise their mouth or eyebrow against anybody? This is the people that they are shouting they want to protect. This is the people that say Simon Ekpa is enemy of Igbo. This is the people that is asking Simon Ekpa, are you a hero or a villain? This is the people who say that Simon Ekpa is destroying Igbo, destroying this and destroying that. Ask them, where are they? Where were they? And what are they doing for over 50 hefty Igbo people that were slaughtered by Fulani just few weeks ago? I am talking about how many days was it? Let us even see this report now happened yesterday. This is 14th. This is 14th of December report by Daily Post. 14th of December yesterday. It was untold story. It become untold story because we have been hammering and the story will never be told. This is not even the complete story because they will always lie. So let us continue. Daily Post correspondents who visited the town report that the communities are totally under siege. Community is now under siege of the military because we went there to fight the terrorists and we liberated them from the terrorist hand. What happened next? Military invaded the land and burned their houses, villages, creating IDP. But when this Fulani killed 50, military did not come from 82 Division. It was only when we went there to confront and defeat them. With market locked up, houses abandoned, and all the residents now seeking refuge in internally displaced person IDP in neighboring towns and cities. Market locked up. Ask Ohaneze Igbo, when are they going to open the market in a Hamufu? Because the market now is permanently locked up. That is a permanent lockdown. Ohaneze is not telling them to unlock the market. Ohaneze did not know that military have taken over part of Igbo land, protecting the Fulani invasion, and they run over. By Fulani, a pregnant woman was among them. They killed him, they killed the woman, opened the womb and break out the child. That is sacrilege. Yet, Ohaneze is not talking. That is why the God of Biafra have left them. That is why they don't have any offer. That is why the Lord and the Jesus and everything they believe in have left them. That is why Ohaneze and every elder in Igbo land is a chaff. That is why nobody listens to them. The spirit in the land have deserted them. The glory left them. How can you be a leader and 50 people were killed, including pregnant women, were killed and butchered in Enugu State, and not even a word came out from the elders? But sit at home is their problem because of P2B. And they tell you that they care for you. When this killing was happening, people were raising alarm. Social media was everywhere. Social media, the video is everywhere. And people were asking, because of the Hamufu did something that is very bad. They sabotaged the ESN. People were asking, where is your ESN? Fulani is killing in the Hamufu. Where is that ESN now? Samanaka, where is that ESN? What did we do? We mobilized ESN because they were the one who sabotaged the ESN because of politics. It's a politics you hear now. ESN left there. The criminals in the US that were expelled, they were lying to Biafrans. You don't have access to ESN. You don't have access to anybody. Where is which of the ESN? Ask them now, which ESN do they have? Because now the truth is out. You people cannot believe that they don't have any men. They don't have any control of ESN. But we have been telling you people from the day one. You didn't believe us because they were doing propaganda. SA picture. They will snap picture and post it online. Even our picture leak, they post it online. oh, ESN is at work. When they go and shoot a cow, back, they will post, oh, ESN is at work. When they make a video, they do acrobatic, oh, ESN. They don't have any control of ESN. ESN is under command and control. They have their own command system. And we care for the ESN. We provide for them feeding, everything they need. Because they don't have control over ESN. They told you that, oh, they should go and call Enugu State. They should go and call the governor of Enugu State. They should go and do this one and call that one to come and help them. When our men rescued the people of Ehamufu, the video went viral. They also posted it on their own platform. So today, you have been able to see that indeed they had no control over the ESN, because ESN have come to understand that all of them are criminals. They sold Martin and the Kano, sabotaged the Biafra struggle. So every ESN commander have come to understand that. Working with them is tantamount to being a criminal. And that is a fact. We went to Ehamufu and we defeated them. We liberated Ehamufu and they now brought military. And military took over the place. And today they are under siege. Yet, nobody is talking. So how can these people represent your interests? How can you believe people that could not even speak when they are being killed, that they are going to give you Biafra after P2B? Hi! Although I am just doing this in response to what the Northerners have done. So I want you to let us read. Residents say over 50 persons have been allegedly killed within the last few weeks by rampaging Fulani herdsmen aided by Igala people of Benue State. Sources from the town put the number of those killed in the last 2 years to 160. 160 persons have been killed. Yet, Ndi Igbo kept mute. Ndi Igbo, the people that call themselves Ndi Igbo, including those who say they are in London or where, making video, wearing a chieftaincy, this thing, making video. Someone Ekpa come to, I will put you in a hotel and give you pocket money. I look at them and laugh. I look at them and laugh. Someone Ekpa come to, these are the bunch of idiots that find their way to abroad. Very, very confused, depressed, and useless. Depression. All of them are suffering from depression because they can't go back to Biafra land. They can't go home. They can't go home. Without what we are doing to get freedom, they can't go home. When they eat all this P2B, this P2B is Abuja, they want to stay closer to power to make money. Somebody say, MSA, you have finally watched that blind man. I didn't watch him. I didn't watch him. Somebody told me. I am telling you, I did not watch it. I don't have time for that. I have so many things doing. Somebody was telling me, somebody was making a video and say I should come to hotel and put me to hotel. I didn't watch it. Before God and man, I don't watch it. You know, but somebody told me. So and I don't need any, I don't have any reason to doubt the information the person gave me. I didn't watch it. Now, prior to the latest sad event on Thursday, 8th day of December. This attack happened on the 8th of December. Today is what? Today is, we are already on the 16th day. Just 8 days ago. 8 days ago, this thing happened. Ehamufu has been synonymous with killings and other criminal activities, with every effort made by Governor Ugwuanyi of Enugu State unable to yield any desired result. Which effort? There is no effort made by Ugwuanyi. It was after we went to Ehamufu to defeat the Fulani that Ugwuanyi came there. Which effort did Ugwanyi? Can you mention one effort that Ugwanyi made? Ugwanyi didn't make any effort. Ugwanyi was there. I was on this platform announcing a Hamufu, announcing that we are coming to a Hamufu, irrespective of what we have done. We cannot allow them to be killed. Now we went there to chase this Fulani out. What did they do? They brought military and they start burning their houses. Is that fair? Is that fair? Upon 50 lives that have been lost in a Hamufu, Ndi Igbo, 50 lives of Ndi Igbo were lost in a Hamufu, and the Ohanese did not talk. Elders did not talk. All this nick and poop everywhere, fighting Samonekpa today, did not talk. Even now, till I'm making this program, they have not talked. Nobody have spoken against it. Till now, no. But you know, we don't care. We say that they have actually lost every respect of the young generation of Biafrans. But look at, you think that they are going to debunk.
And we cannot continue to tolerate the continuous killing and destruction of properties of northerners, either resident in the east or are transacting between north and east in the name of business. And we are also calling on our youth to please calm down, that there is no need for any action. This that we are doing is enough to send a message to these people, and we believe that their leaders will listen and they will also act on this. While we are commending our security agencies for the best that they have been doing, we will continue to pray for them and for God guidance and protection. For those that have lost their lives, we are praying that God receive their souls in good faith. And those that lost their properties, we also pray and hope that God will provide for them so that they will get back what they have lost.
For strike, starting from 12 o'clock, a minute after 12 o'clock tomorrow. That is on Thursday, on the 15th December 2022. Our reasons of going to this strike is because of the people that they are in eastern part of Nigeria, Airport and Eastern. They are destroying our trucks, killing our drivers whenever they carry goods to them. That is why we are calling this strike. As of, let's say this December, they killed more than 100 people. I'll give you an example.
Look at them.
There's an Ekpa truck. He carry people coming to north. They stopped the vehicle and killed about 42 people, which we have the evidence and the facts that anybody who wants it, he should contact the Northern Consensus Movement. He will see the facts.
Look at them.
The same thing in Lobanta. The same thing in Abba. They killed the driver. The man is from Nasarawa State. 3 of them, they have taken the dead body to Nasarawa State.
Look at them.
For burial, whereby people, they are so worried. They even wanted to bring this peace between any Igbo and Nasarawa State people. Thank God, we are law-abiding citizens of Nigeria. Our youths, our children, anything that our leaders, our elders tell them that they should not do, they used to abide by that.
They used to abide by that. So who told them to go and kill 50 people in a Hamufu? Is it by your order? So you are saying that anything you tell them to do is what they're going to do. So which means somebody told them to go to Hamufu and kill over 50 of Igbo people in Hamufu. That is what this particular your speech represents.
That is why they calmed the situation there. Okay. So due to that, we are not going to agree to allow this thing to continue happening to our northerners.
His name is Alhaji Bello Keti, National Chairman, Cattle Dealers Association of Nigeria, President, Cattle Dealers Association of Nigeria. He is calling on all his members to embark to join NCM. He is giving directives as he has already joined the movement. So let all his members embark on this strike.
To kubar jeje nan da kuke ji na mutane munafukai wanda ba su da kishin mutanen arewa
Everywhere is on fire.
aljihunsu a cuci
They
mutum
are running
su zo su karbi abin da za su karba su tafi don haka mu haɗa kai mu goyi bayan bawan Allah nan mu tafi su ta abin nan yajin aiki in Allah da sai gwamnati ta ba mu information tabbaci tsare mu da tsare dukiyanmu.
You should avoid on all that hearsay from other parts. These people which they are not supporting this strike.
You are hearing from the word.
The federal government, led by the Minister of Interior Abdulrahman Dambazo, met with the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria in Kebbi State, offering them the sum of 100 billion naira over 2 years to stop the kidnapping in the country. The meeting lasted over 4 hours on Friday as negotiations dragged on, with the association initially asking for 160 billion naira. The minister said that the strategy was part of the steps needed to tackle insecurity in the country as prescribed by the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. The headsman crisis has risen since 2015 after Mohammed.
That is the people that is telling you they are law-abiding citizens. We are being paid billions to stop killing and kidnapping. Now, this is their secretary. Their secretary is now telling you, oh, everybody should come out because they are killing them. I want you people to understand what is going on here. They will commit this crime and come to claim victim. Now let us listen.
Our northerners.
His name is Alhaji Bello Keti, National Chairman, Cattle Dealers Association of Nigeria. President, Cattle Dealers Association of Nigeria. He is calling on all his members to embark to join NCM. He's giving directives as his
Cattle Dealers Association of Nigeria. They call him the president. Cattle Dealers Association of Nigeria. Now listen to this.
The federal government, led by the Minister of Interior Abdulrahman Dambazo, met with the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria in.
Do you hear that? The president meet with the Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria and listen to this man, who he is.
Our northerners.
His name is Alhaji Bello Keti, National Chairman, Cattle Dealers Association of Nigeria. President, Cattle Dealers Association of Nigeria. He is.
Did you hear that? President, National Association, Cattle Dealers of Nigeria. Let us go back here again.
The federal government, led by the Minister of Interior Abdulrahman Dambazo, met with the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria in Kebbi State, offering them the sum of 100 billion naira over 2 years to stop the kidnapping in the country.
They offered them over 100 billion to stop kidnapping for 2 years. Are you people hearing me? Over 100 billion offered to these terrorists to buy guns, buy ammunition they are using to kill us today. That is why they can invade. When they invade your community, at least your community will be wiped. It is the money, taxpayers' money they use to sponsor terrorism. Now, let us go back here again.
Our northerners.
His name is Alhaji Bello Keti, National Chairman, Cattle Dealers Association of Nigeria. President, Cattle Dealers Association of Nigeria. He is calling on all his members to embark to join NCM. He is giving directives as he has already joined the movement. So let all his members embark on this strike.
To ku bar jeje nan da kuke ji na mutane munafukai wanda ba su da kishin mutanen arewa. Su kicin su kawai aljihunsu a cici mutum su zo su karbi abin da za su karba su tafi don haka mu haɗa kai mu goyi bayan bawan Allah nan mu tafi su ta abin nan yajin aiki in Allah da sai gwamnati ta ba mu information tabbaci tsare mu da tsare dukiyanmu.
You should avoid on all that hearsay from other parts. These people which they are not supporting this strike. They are not doing it for the people of for the northerners. Rather, they are doing it on what to get. So they are after what to get.
Because look at how they claim victim of what.
The federal government, led by the Minister of Interior Abdurrahman Dambazo, met with the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria in Kebbi State, offering them the sum of 100 billion naira over 2 years to stop the kidnapping in the country. The meeting lasted over 4 hours on Friday as negotiations dragged on, with the association initially asking for 160 billion naira. The minister said that the strategy was part of the steps needed to tackle insecurity in the country as prescribed by the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. The herdsman crisis has risen since 2015 after Muhammadu Buhari became president. Their rampage has spread not only in the north but also throughout the southern zones of the country. The killings by the herdsmen has led them to be tagged the fourth most dangerous and deadly terrorist group in the world by the World Terror Index. The acting Inspector General of Police, Muhammad Adamu, who was also at the meeting in Kebbi State, added that over 1,000 people have been killed and many more kidnapped in Kaduna. However, he said that this intervention was necessary to bring the criminals to book. The Kebbi State Governor Atiku Bagudu said hosting the meeting in his state shows the seriousness of President Muhammadu Buhari's administration in tackling the security challenges in the country. Responding, the president of the association, Alhaji Muhammad Kirua, said the meeting would serve as a foundation for peace between the Fulani headsmen and farmers and among Fulanis themselves. Roots TV, Nigeria.
Nigeria, on a daily basis, witness the impunity which is so-called Fulani herdsmen extremists who shared ethnic and religious identity with President Buhari and the Fulani elite, which now dominates all key institutions in Nigeria.
To open an investigation specifically into the wide-scale and systematic killing of the civilian population, and most notably targeting the indigenous people of Biafra.
Clear that now we've put the Biafran issue on the radar screen of the government, of the Biden administration, of Congress.
Ongoing and wide-scale systematic killing of the civilian population, and again specifically targeting formally open an investigation and look into what we are identifying as a genocide that's being committed by the Nigerian government and extremist Fulanis against the indigenous people.
There's been enough of an experience since 1960 to suggest there simply is not a way, given the history of division between the Fulani and the Biafrans, to think that they can coexist under a single sovereign roof.
Agenda. That is why I hate it when we join them together, Hausa Fulani. There is no tribe like Hausa Fulani. It's Hausa or Fulani. It's a Fulani agenda that the Hausa man doesn't even know. But they use religion. In March, the World Islamic Council, quote me anywhere, go and search it, is there. They send a message to the Islamic Ummah in Nigeria. Make sure all the major political parties have Muslims, so that the Christians have no option but to vote the major parties, PDP and APC.
So you hear that? He said that make sure that all the major political parties have Muslims in them. And yet, he ended up messing up by mentioning P2B.
So that any Muslim that comes up is going to continue with the legacy of Buhari. Buhari is the 16th most influential Muslim in the world. They said Buhari has contributed a lot to Islam. The next president must continue. They use money. Only God knows where they got the money. Ruga means my land. How many of you have ever asked? Ruga, you think Ruga is a Hausa word? Ruga is a Fulani word that it means my land. And they say let's do it all over Nigeria. That means Nigeria is their land. There are Christians, there are Muslims, as you said.
You see, everybody knows all these things, yet they will open their mouth and tell you about P2P. They will open their mouth after knowing all these things. They tell you about P2P. P2P running mate is from Mauritania. Is also part of the conquest of Nigeria. The father moved from Mauritania to Nigeria and they conquered, they said he built a dynasty in Nigeria. In Zaria, today, he is the daddy that is running mate to P2B. P2B picked a extremist Fulani to become a running mate.
Crimes you have in the north, the insecurity you have in the north is as a direct consequence of their own action. They groomed them. Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb, ISIS in West Africa, Boko Haram, Fulani headsmen, bandits, all of them. Who brought them to Nigeria? It's Fulani. Fulani brought them into Nigeria. El Rufai brought them in. Bauchi State Governor brought them in. Are you people deaf and dumb and stupid? When you come out and you pretend, oh, we are one Nigeria, go and show me. Somebody was asking, where is the boundary, where will the boundary of Biafra begin? And I asked the fool, where did the boundary of Nigeria begin? People from Niger come in and go as they like. Most of these idiots are from Niger. They are building a pipeline to Niger. They are building a railway line to Niger. They are building roads to Niger. Whereas where the money comes from, which is Biafra land, we don't have those infrastructure. No, we don't. But you're taking our money, you come to Izombe, you come to Ohaji, you come to Ebema, you come to Aguleri, you come to Ebonyi, you take our resources, sell it, get the money, and now you're building a way to Niger Republic, and you want me to be happy with you. Clap for you, oh, Nigeria is doing well, one Nigeria. I think you are insane. You come to my land, you take our oil, you take our gas, you take our manpower, you take everything, our VAT, our tax that we pay. You are now building a road from Katsina to Niger, airport in Niger, refinery in Niger. You take oil, crude oil from my land, you take it to Niger, you refine it, you bring it back to me as a refined petroleum, or as PPS as you call it. And you're telling me that that country is viable. You're telling me that Nigeria should be supported. We are in one Nigeria. We are not going anywhere. And you're dying every day. Because those that they appointed to speak for you, they gave them money and positions. So that they will come out on the pages of newspapers to give the world the misleading impression that everything is okay, when things are not okay. Go through the statements of Ohaneze and see the contradiction.
You see, you go through the statement of Ohaneze and you see the contradiction. You see the contradiction. Always the same. They have not changed. Now, I want you people to look at this particular report today from Barrister Aloy Ejimako. Barrister Aloy Ejimako report from visiting Onyendu. Look at it. Ejiofor has disappeared. But I know, of course, after this one, he will come out. Look at. Look at. I don't know why. Anyway, I'm not here. Special update. Today, I visited Onyendu. He instructed me to make it public that he has not been given his drugs for the past 9 days. He has not eaten today because DSS says that they don't have money to buy his food. It is always like that. Sad report. Chineke, Onyendu is in high spirit. I don't know whether he's still saying it too. Chineke, Ejiofor is the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. Ejiofor is the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. Ejiofor is the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. Ejiofor is the Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria in IPOB. All the commanders that died, Ejiofor was part of the eyes. Ejiofor entered IPOB, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was taking him as a lawyer, and he became the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. He became the eye of Umahi in IPOB. Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria in IPOB. All the commanders that died, Ejiofor was part of the eyes. Ejiofor entered IPOB, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was taking him as a lawyer, and he became the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. He became the eye of Umahi in IPOB. Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria in IPOB. All the commanders that... Have you seen it? That is what is going on. But Ejiofor came. Oh, a report. Onyendu say he is canceling sit at home. Onyendu say there is no sit at home. As if Onyendu ordered sit at home. Onyendu say, where is Ejiofor? Have the criminal and treacherous Ejiofor reported that Onyendu have not taken his drug for 9 days? No. Have Ejiofor reported it? No. But you see, for those who are worried about, don't worry. Because Ejiofor is playing a very smart one. You know, Ejiofor is playing a very smart one. I do not know when I do not know when the picture of Emmanuel Kano and Barrister Ejiofor, the town crier, you know, begin to fly on the pages of Twitter of Barrister Ejimako. I don't know when that one starts, but everything is good. But I want to tell Biafrans that ukwu naga warawara, anya naga warawara nenekwe anya. Because this guy that is here in the picture is the one doing the town crier. So I don't know the game Ejiofor is playing, the other Ejiofor and the both Ejiofor. Because now, all of a sudden, they are appearing in the picture of Aloy Ejimako, or have the high spirit now, you know, send him to go and attach himself to Ejimako. I don't get it to, but let it be like Asiri. Abagom Asiri now. Asiri, they one corner. Okay? I am raising concern. My concern is that Ejiofor Nemeka that was doing town crier saying that onye ndị siri mụ gwa gị, onye ndị siri mụ gwa unu, onye ndị siri nke asị nke ọzọ, he is the one standing with Ejimako on this picture. And I don't know when that one started. Maybe he has been going with Ejimako before, and today they decided to take pictures. Or as Carol White asked them to go with Ejimako today to monitor what they are saying, to monitor what Ejimako is discussing with Onye. I don't know. You know, because the one we don't know is bigger than us. What you don't know is bigger than you. So if it is that they have been going like that before, and today they decided to snap picture, it's good. But when you snap this picture like this, it means that something not usual. It is not something usual. You know, if they are going together to see Onyendu before, today shouldn't be a special day to take picture. So it is either something happened somewhere and all of them find themselves to visit Onyendu, and with that excitement, let us take picture and post it to show that we were all together to see Onyendu. So I don't know. My brain I don't know because I am differently. Naga in different places all the time. That is why I'm different. So when I see things, I see them differently than any other human. I am telling you, that is me. So there is something that is, there is something that is not adding up. Just like I say, that before, when you meet somebody and you want to take picture, if it is something you are doing every day, you can't just stand and say, hey, come, let us take picture. No, it is because something not ordinary, not usual has happened. So it is either this thing that make a job for is going for the very first time after a long break, or that something has happened and let us see that all of them went together. Because I just want to know, we don't, there is no need, there is no need for us to know who went with Aloy Ejimako. So Aloy Ejimako have to also be very, very careful, because the people that want your downfall will stop at nothing. They are going to infiltrate you. They are going to do everything and come closer to you. You must be very careful. If you have been going with them before, I don't have problem. If you have been, my own is public. If you have been going with these people, especially this Nemeke Ejiofor, who become tank crier to DOS, that making voice audio, sending to share on the social media. So if you are going with him before, I don't know. So forgive me because I don't know. But if you are going with him before and this time around he just want to make video, then no problem. But if this is just a new development, watch it because we are not hearing the Karo White again. We are not hearing the Karo White again. Though. Watch him closely. Watch him. But if it is normal that this Nemeka is following you to go and see Onyendu before, that we don't know, and today he just decided to make it public, then disregard what I'm saying. But if it is not the case, watch it because Ejiofor is not happy. That is a fact. Ejiofor is not happy that Abari Anamu, and it has nothing to do with you. But because they have attacked your village, they have attacked your town during the lockdown, and it was only in your town that the attack took place in the first place. So, which I condemn seriously, even on Twitter, and shared when you posted, when you made the video. So I wonder why it is only in your town that the attack started for sit at home. All right. On this note, we are going to end here, and we'll start tomorrow again. May God bless Mazin Ambikano. May God bless Sunday Igbo. May God bless Professor Akintoye. May God bless all of you. May God bless our gallant men. May God bless Umada and their husband. May God bless our media team and all the supporters. May God bless all of you. Remember, Saturday is the fundraising, the youth fundraising, the mega youth fundraising, and you must make sure that your children, your family is part of this mega fundraising. Very, very important. Thank you very much. May God bless all Undis and also all Igwes, all Ezemos, all Indiche, all Ezemwines, all pastors, all priests. May God bless all of you. From here, from me, is good evening.
Oh, hey, Biafra. God bless you.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we're making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands, and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it. Farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.